Hey all, coming to you from the international headquarters of ScottieDTV, but I was down at Hokes Bluff, Alabama at the Hot Rod Happening, part of the Hokes Bluff City Fest. And I didn't get to shoot any features down there, but I did want to walk around and show you some of the cool. It was a great turnout. They had, I don't know, 150, 175 cars, something like that, and some really nice stuff I think you're going to enjoy. So anyways, let me get the camera turned around and take a quick look at it. So several years ago, a family member of Big Oak contracted breast cancer and went through that whole thing, and thank God everything seems to be fine and it's behind her and all that. But through that, they had done this car show, and they did it for several years, and they raised money for breast cancer, and it grew to the point where there was like 300 cars coming to the show. But as their business grew, then the Lions Club got involved and took over the car show, and Big Oak had to concentrate on, growing Big Oak to where it is today. And so now the Lions Club has gotten to a point where it's getting a lot for them to take care of, and Big Oak is getting back involved. Big Oak Garage is getting back involved in the show and trying to keep it going on. Now, when they did it several years ago, my understanding, there was no City Fest. So all the blow-ups you see behind you and all that is all a kid zone for the City Fest. All part of it. It's all free. Just come there, have a good time in the park, see some cool hot rods, stick around. They have live bands. This year Confederate Railroad was there. They had several other bands. I would make a fool of myself if I tried to remember who they were. And you can see it's a great community turnout there in front of you. I have some friends of mine that have come in from Georgia. I really appreciate the people that drove in to see me and hang out with me, because it was just a really nice day. We had great weather. The temperature was good. As you can see, the Hokes Bluff City Park is a beautiful venue to have something like a car show or a city fest like they did. And then the Posey family, Jimmy Posey, he is born and raised Hokes Bluff, big fan, always wants to help the community, put the community first. Actually, the Big Oak name comes from an actual big oak tree where they all used to meet as a kid. So, and they live on Posey Road. Just to give you an idea of, how much this means to Big Oak and the Posey family to be able to do something like this for the community. They're very, very, happy to be able to get involved and use their connections and bring in top quality cars and making an event that everybody can be proud of. And there's still going to be a portion of the funds that go to some sort of a charity. They're talking about maybe a scholarship for automotive type education, a student that's interested in getting into that type of field, to be able to give some kind of a scholarship every year to help them do that, which, that's a very cool idea. Keeps it kind of inspiring, or, the industry going in the correct direction. So it's going to be a great event, and it was a lot of fun. I was glad to be involved with it. I'm going to continue to be involved with it all that I can. And, if you're interested in it, there's right now there's an event page on Facebook, but there'll be more coming. Just get with me. Go to ScottieDTV Facebook page and ask questions. I'll get you in touch with the right people if you're interested in coming. Again, it's one of those getting back to small town America, and I think it's really neat. Myself, I live in Knoxville, and it's not New York City or LA, don't get me wrong, but it's grown bigger than what it was 25 years ago when I moved here. And to go to Hokes Bluff, and the people are great, and it's a beautiful part of the country, and it's just a good way to spend the weekend. And Gadsden, which is just a few miles away, there's plenty of hotels, and you have some of the top hot rod builders in the area that are within 40 or 50 miles of right here where this event is held. So it's a very cool part of the country, and I'd invite anybody that's looking for a getaway, a place to relax, one of them shows where there's not so much going on, you feel wore out on Sunday when you go home, you need a vacation from the car show. It's just sitting up under a shade tree, drinking some iced tea or Mountain Dew or whatever you like, and hanging out with some good folks. So, and I wanted to put a video together and just kind of show you the turnout and the range of cars. As you can see, there's late model stuff here. There's muscle cars, there's pickup trucks, there's sports cars, there's all kinds of, you know, Model A's, Model T's, vintage cars, you name it. They're all invited. It's an open show. Now the show is Hot Rod Happening, so the awards, there are awards given away, and those are very cool. You can stop by the Facebook page and see some stills that we have of those. Those were all handmade by Big Oak and the guys that work at Big Oak, and then Shane Young came through and airbrushed them and painted them all personally and all different, and just very cool. I wanted one in the worst way. And then they had the Memorial Awards and even the ScottieDTV So Cool Award that they did on these aluminum hoods. And again, Shane Young from Big Oak Garage airbrushed those and made them all custom and all personal. And just very cool event. And if nothing else, I mean, come in one year and try to see if you can't take home one of those trophies, because those in themselves will be worth the trip. The rest of it will amaze you. You'll have a great time. I promise you. The people are good. The area is great. There's good food to be had, and just a great way to relax. A great way to come down and spend a weekend. Bring your hot rod. If you need a place for storage for trailers, we'll have you hooked up with all that. You know, I mean, this is what ScottieDTV and Big Oak does on a regular basis. They build hot rods and they go out and, you know, show them at events, and I cover these events. So we're trying to make this something that if you need it, we can get it for you. You know, it's we've been there. Let's put it that way. And so we want to make it as convenient and comfortable for you as possible. And I know the good folks of Hokes Bluff, Alabama, surely want to make it a fun time for you and have you come back and put it on your calendar to come every year. So there you go. 7 or 8 minutes. That's a lot. I don't know what else to say. Cool cars, great venue, you know, awesome people that are behind it, want to do the right thing, and I'd sure love if y'all can, or if you have time, you're interested in coming out and supporting it. And it's one of those events that, you know, as long as I'm invited, I'll be there. So if you try to meet me at Columbus or Louisville or somewhere like that, hey, that can be a challenge. But if you will come to Hot Rod Happening at Hokes Bluff, Alabama, the Hokes Bluff City Fest, that'll be no problem at all. You'll be able to walk right up and talk to me, I promise y'all. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the walk around. See ya! Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.